working, still here, yeah.
Let's try to take you. I'm gonna push you in on you. Here comes the countdown. And 3, 2.
This is Robert Tanner, and this company is Integrity Financial Business and Corporate Services. And let me tell you why we need to be talking to you. If you're a business owner and you're contemplating going out of business, you're contemplating that these are the last days of your business. You've been in business for 20, 30 years, and every day you've been waking up lately wondering, can you keep it up? Can you keep it going? You think about the employees that you're going to have to lay off. You think about what it means when you finally go out of business. You think about the friend of yours that had a heart attack on the other week, and you now know what happened to his business. And there are many things that you're thinking about right now because these things keep all business owners up at night. These are the kinds of things we prepare you for, and we do it through planning, not just planning, but we do it through planning that is real life planning, the kind of planning that speaks to what happens if there's a heart attack, what happens if I get a divorce, what happens if it gets to a point in time where I just can't do it no more, I've lost interest in doing it. What do I do? What you do is you call integrity, because that's exactly the kind of planning we do. A lot of you are thinking about if a lawsuit happens. A friend of mine just got sued last week. If a lawsuit happens, what position am I in? Do I lose my house? Do I lose my home? Do I lose everything I've worked for? Well, not if you have proper asset protection, which is something else that we do for you. There's so many things that business owners need to have addressed so you can finally get a good night's sleep. And that's what we want to help you to do, is to get those things done that needed to have been done a long time ago. Most of you all don't have an executive trust or even know what one is. You have succession plans, but you have them only in your mind. There are things that people don't know what to do if something happened to you. Integrity will help you to address these needs and help you to do what finally happens when you get a good night's sleep. You now know who moves in position if something happened to you. You now know what happens if the company must be succeeded. You now know what happens if there's going to be a lawsuit. As a matter of fact, you are bulletproof, and that's what we will also help you to do. And on top of that, most of your business owners hadn't paid yourself in a long time. It's time to get that done. We can help you at Integrity. Call us or something like that.
Now I want you to stand in front of the real.
It's worse here.
Yeah, it is. You know what? Yeah, because you're going to need to pat the head.
Yeah, because about to say, by the time I get done, my head be like that.
Okay. Head down, right here on the side, on your side. There you go.
Yeah. This is Robert Tanner, Integrity Financial Business and Corporate Services. And I'm going to tell you what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about this whole idea, this whole concept of what advisory does for you and why you should have advisory. Because there's so many people that wonder, is it time? Is it something I should do now? Is it something that needs to go on? Let me tell you the kind of advisor you need. You don't need an advisor, first of all, that does not know your business, does not know your industry. Someone coming to you to tell you, I want to give you advice on running your company and running your business, that does not understand your industry, the trends of your industry, what's going on currently in your industry, what changes are going on, how dynamic they are, how they're going to affect your revenue, how they're going to affect your bottom line, really is not in a position to advise you. One of the things we do at Integrity, we are awesome in research. We research every industry of every client that we work in before we visit with the client. We do background information. So when we come to you, we know exactly what's going on in your business. We know exactly what you're dealing with, what kind of regulations are changing in your business, the laws concerning your business. We know what to do to make sure your business is not only compliant, but your business can thrive. That's what we want to do for you. And if we can do that for you, all you got to do is make a phone call. Give us a call at Integrity, hit us up on our website, and we'll be glad to help you with this. Also, if you're having questions about what to do about your partnership, your key people, what do you need to do to protect these people so the business can go on after you're gone, we also will help you with that. That's what we do here at Integrity. We think about what you think about. We think about what keeps you up at night. We think about what you need, and then we do the research that makes us able to be the best advisors you'll ever have. And imagine this, a team of people that you have to make one phone call the rest of your business life, because the lawyers are here, the accountants are here, the tax lawyers are here, the business specialists are here. So everything you need is all under one roof, one umbrella. All you got to do is make a phone call. We can't wait to help you and make your business thrive and give you the edge you need, the competitive edge you need to not only succeed, but to beat your competition in every possible turn. If we can help you, give us a call. We'd like to do that.
Good.
I'm Robert Tanner, and my company is Integrity Financial. I guess it's bad that way. Let this guy come through on his bike. I think he'll get there before I get to you. So start walking.
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Robert Tanner, and my company is Integrity Financial. And I get it, I'm a business owner, and you're business owners as well. And there's several things that keep us up all night long. I'm Robert Tanner, I'm a business owner. My company is Integrity Financial Business and Corporate Services. What I want you to know first of all is I get it. All the things we as business owners have to think about, especially those times when we have to make sacrifices in our business. And for many of you, that's been going on for too long. For many people, you sit around and you watch the people that help you run the business, and rightly so, they must be paid. But there's several times you've not paid yourself. Or you have situations where you tell yourself, we're going to do it. Your bills run behind while the people you pay keep their bills current. They're laughing, they're enjoying themselves, and you're quite upset every day you go in. You're worrying about objectives, you're worrying about goals, you're worrying about other things that you need to hit so you can finally pay yourself. Some of you all, pride has gotten a hold of you, and instead of making the changes and preparing your business for sale or preparing your business to be succeeded, you've tried to hang around anyway in spite of not paying yourself, in spite of your bills getting behind, in spite of your situation becoming dire. What we like to do is offer you an opportunity for us to come in, look at your business, examine it, and fix it. Get you back to where you can pay yourself. Get you back to where you can enjoy it again. Another thing that's happening is you're so entrenched in the day-to-day operations, you've put yourself in, you've integrated yourself into the day-to-day operations in such a way that you've lost the vision. You've lost the strategic edge that you used to have, and you can't get it done anymore because the idea you've got so involved in day to day. No one knows where we're going. No one's pointing the way. No one can say what we're to do next. No one is able to tell the company our next move, our next location, because you are tied up in the day-to-day operations. We would love to help you with this, and we can, but the only way we can do it, you have to contact us. So if you'll call us, let us just come in. It won't cost you anything for us to come in, but when we come in, you're going to find out that there is sunshine, that there is a brighter day, that there is hope at the end of what you're going through. And we don't want it to end. We want it to go on and want it to go on for years. So let us help you do that. We can. Give us a call at Integrity Financial Business and Corporate Services.
Good.
All right. This is Robert Tanner, Integrity Financial Business and Corporate Services. Got a couple questions for you. Have you considered ever in your business what happens if you die tonight? What happens in your business tomorrow? What happens with the accounts receivable? What happens to the jobs that's incomplete? What happens with those people who come to work that day? Have you considered what might happen if you had a stroke? What happens at the office when they get the phone call you won't be coming in? How does it go on? What is your role and responsibility? What do you bring to it? Have you considered what happens if not only do you become disabled or even pass away, but if you consider what happens to your family? What's the plan? What happens? How do they get the shares, or how do they sell the shares, or what do they do at all? Who knows what to do? There's going to be a grieving process. It's going to take a while, at the end of which the company has either kept its doors open or not. But if there's been no planning, if there's been nothing done, then there's nothing that can be done. There are questions about these kinds. What happens if a day comes along and your wife walks in and says, I want a divorce? You built this whole thing together. You built the business together. You built the family together. What happens? What happens to the education of your kids? What happens to college? What happens to all the things that you once planned, the dreams you once had? What happens if a moment, a second, something happens in life, and life does happen, but when life happens to you, are you prepared to deal with it? Are you prepared to handle it? That's what it's really all about, isn't it? And these are the kind of questions you don't want to go to bed every night with them over your head. You want to know there's a plan in place. If this does happen, there's something that's going to take place for us. You ever ask yourself what happens if your partner walks in one day and says, I've had enough, I got something else I want to do, I need my half for the business. I need you to pay me what it's worth. Are you able to do it? Have you thought about being able to do it? Have you thought about what you need to be able to do it? What happens if the bank says we have to call your loan? Or what happens if they won't give you one? All of these kinds of things are the kinds of things that business owners lose sleep over every night, but not our owners, not our clients, not at Integrity, because we answer these questions in the first week of meeting them. We fix these things in the first month of meeting them. And now they've been clients for 10, 20 years and will be clients until the end. And even after they're gone, we'll be working with their children and carrying out the plan that they put in place before they left. You should have plans like this. You should have answers to these questions. We'd like to answer them for you. So give us a call, Integrity Financial, Business and Corporate Services.
Good. Boom. Bam.